You've likely heard the common dating advice floating around. If you just ignore her, she'll start to chase you. It treats human connection like a zero-sum game of chess, using silence as a tactical weapon to gain the upper hand. This illustrates the core mechanism. Attention functions as emotional currency. Normally, tokens flow back and forth, creating balance. When you pull away, you cut off that supply. This creates a psychological vacuum, a sudden, cold gap where there used to be consistency. This silence sets a stage where the manipulator feels a sense of victory, even if that victory is only a temporary illusion of control. The immediate result of that vacuum isn't attraction, it's a state of deep uncertainty. The human brain begins scanning for errors, wondering if a specific word or action caused the sudden drop in energy. It is important to distinguish what is actually happening here. At this early stage, she isn't missing you as an individual. She is reacting to the loss of the feeling that your attention provided. She is missing the validation, not the person providing it. This internal tension makes the tactical use of silence appear successful in the short term, despite the fact that it is built on a volatile foundation of anxiety. The mind hates unresolved spaces. When information is missing, the brain aggressively searches its history to fill the gap. This is a cognitive process known as emotional recall. The brain begins replaying past data points, the late-night talks, laughter, and small gestures, to make sense of the current distance. This recall process forces a connection between your current absence and those high-value positive memories. The silence has weaponized her own nostalgia, turning a lack of contact into a catalyst for active longing. This internal dissonance eventually manifests as real-world behavior. You might see strange, inconsistent actions, posting stories specifically for you, feigning complete apathy, or sending a casual text. To someone looking for a win, these behaviors look like proof that the tactic is working. However, this chart shows the lifespan of a manipulative strategy. You see a sharp spike in perceived success, followed by a total collapse. Humans are highly calibrated to detect manipulation. Once the silence is revealed as a game, the strategy backfires. Using absence as a weapon destroys trust, which is why this common advice fails to create any lasting connection. Pulling away only yields a positive result when it comes from a place of authenticity rather than a desire for leverage. In this context, stepping back isn't about punishing someone else. It's a boundary used to protect your own mental space. This transition represents shifting your locus of control inward. You're moving focus away from her reactions, placing it firmly on your own internal state. The emotional currency isn't a trick. It's reinvested into your growth, fitness, and your own life. This internal focus creates a genuine sense of gravity. You aren't forcing a chase. You are becoming someone who is naturally magnetic. The goal of pulling away should never be to force another person to pursue you. The actual objective is to become an emotionally grounded individual who does not rely on the chase for a sense of value. When you stop prioritizing the game and start prioritizing your own path, connection happens without the need for manufactured tension. Real power in a relationship is silent. It is rooted in self-worth and a total lack of neediness. Mastering your own internal state alters how you navigate connections, making the old myths about the chase unnecessary.